Yo, what up guys, Mr.BigRuss here, back with the second episode in my new StarCraft series, Road to the Masters. In the last episode, if you watched it, and if you're not, then, well, you're lost, but I asked you the riddle. It is greater than God, and more evil than devil. The poor have it, the rich need it, and if you eat it, you'll die. What is it? Well, before I give you the answer, let me just switch to my camera mode so we can check out what Mr.BigRuss is doing in this game. So the answer is, guys, drum roll please. Wasn't a really good drum roll, but nevertheless, nothing. What? That's the answer, guys, nothing. So, nothing is greater than God, nothing is more evil than the devil, the poor have nothing, the rich need nothing, and if you eat nothing you'll die. Well, you know, your opinions may affect what you think the answer should have been. Maybe you disagree with that answer, but, you know, that's the answer what it is. That's the answer to the riddle. So, STF you guys who are hating on that riddle. So nevertheless, so the next riddle, which I'll tell you at the end of the but I'll tell you at the start as well. It walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs at noon, and 3 legs in the evening. What is it? So think about that, guys. Probably after the game, you know, it's gonna be so intense. You're not gonna know what's happening. So, so what we got going on? We got a red Protoss player by looks of things against a blue Protoss player, which is myself. So it's gonna be Samuel against Mr.BigRuss. So, I believe. I've always struggled when this is the second game in the episode, and I've always struggled when I come against Protoss players, always against other races when I'm the same race. You know, it's like what do you do? Everything's gonna be similar. So chucking a scout, getting my probe into his base to see what's going on. You see, he hasn't hit the gas up yet. And he's got a gateway. Looks things building there. Got a nice gateway coming up. So happy with that, you know, nothing too unordinary at the moment, you know, there's no forge down just to check that he isn't going for stargates or something or anything real cheesy. So we're dragging my probes off the mineral line to get on my gas and place down my cybernetics core. So let's have a look at the moment, let's have a look at the income tab. So we can see here, we really want to be going, let's have a look at what's I've got to get used to this, worker supply, that's what we wanted. You can see at the moment, we're pretty level on worker supply, and obviously my army supply is a little bit up on us, because I've got a zealot out, or I've got a zealot coming out. Let's get rid of that, nevertheless. So yeah, see what we got going on. I've got to try and think now. So we got another gas coming down there, and I think what I changed, so I went quite late on it. I was sort of not really following the strategy I should have been going for. I decided, based upon what he was doing, I went DTs. That is what I'm going for. Going to chuck in some Dark Templars into this game and see how that can work for me. See his probes in my base. Luckily for me, I believe he misses my Twilight Council, so he's not going to see that I'm going to be going something quite different. You can see he probably just thinks I'm going for a general 4 gate with my cybernetics core there. Obviously he only saw the 1 gateway, but I think he was pretty happy with that's what I was going for. So chucking a couple of gateways down now. Like I say, this isn't the proper way to do the DT rush. I have got a video somewhere on my channel on how to do it to the proper way, the Mr.BigRuss way, but I was a bit late on deciding what to do. I had a hunch I may go for this, but then I thought maybe not. I know how when I have done it against some Protoss players, they've decided to rush me because obviously being against the same race, they just wanted to get it over with. So, you know, I took a gamble, obviously getting an early Zealot out, and I believe I do get another one out. Bob the Zealot to guard the front gate. You can see there, dropping down my DT Spire right next to my Twilight Council. So, just going to need to pump out the Cybernetics core, get the warp gate technology done. You know, not in too much of a rush to do it because obviously I've got to wait for the Spire to be done for it to happen, and I'm going to place down a proxy pylon just on the outside of his expansion, his natural expansion, so I can start warping in some DTs when it does become the case. So what we got running on here, so say there's coming out the other Zealot just for a little bit extra protection. You can see currently at the moment he's ahead of me by or 5 on the supply count, you know, 34 to my 29 out of 50. So yeah, so obviously he must have capped himself in at the moment, and I'm got a nice little bit of breathing space and just warp gating my gates now into the warp gate technology. Oh yeah, that's how we roll. Dropping a pylon down there, and we can see if I move this, we can see. I don't want to do that actually. I don't want to give away what happens. I was going to do it, but I'm going to leave it. I don't want to give away what actually happens in this game, because there's a little twist now, guys, what you will see in a second, which I thought I was, well, we'll see. I'll tell you. I'll give you a little bit of thinking. I don't want to give it away. So we're opening 3 DTs there, going for it. We're like, oh yeah, oh yeah. I want to be following my camera, and I'm like, oh hello. I want to get rid of his robot facility as fast as possible, because obviously I don't want him getting any observers out. But unluckily for me, he had already got his observer out and dropping his robots facility down, but was it really worth those 3 DTs? And knowing that he's got a couple of Zealots there, a couple of Stalkers, and obviously an Immortal as well, I'm just like, shit, son. For some reason I keep knocking. Oh, I think my mouse is dragging off. That's why that was what was going on. I was just like, shit. What do I go now? I've just wasted 3 DTs. You know, it's real gas heavy, and a couple of minerals as well. So I'm like, shit. What do I do? Luckily for me, the strategy, the Dark Templar strategy, does leave you quite mineral heavy. You know, it does leave you with quite a good economy still on, but I'm like, shit, you know, if he attacks me like now, I'm fucked. So I'm like, just keep boosting out some units, using my my chrono booster, obviously pump out some more, or reduce the time on my gateways, and dropping my expansion down, because I'm like, I need to catch up on minerals big time now. You can see there in the top right how much his economy is so much more stronger than mine at the moment. And obviously seeing that he destroyed that pylon just then, I'm like, yeah, he's coming for me. So we got a little mix of Zealots and Stalkers with a sentry and getting just the 1 sentry and a couple, about 5. I don't know. Let's have a look at the little units. So we can see here at the moment. Get on my fucking camera again. I have 7. I actually have 3 Stalkers compared to his 7. Oh no, he has 3 Stalkers, sorry. So you can see at the moment, bar the fact that he has an Immortal, I have a bigger army than him, which is quite to my surprise, and also more probes than him. So I still, after the DT, I'm still more unit heavier than him. So you can see there, I let for him to go attack my natural, or my expansion first, so I can sort of sidetrack him and also get a couple more hits on him. So you can see here, dropping down my Guardian Shield. Obviously he's got his Guardian Shield down as well. My Zealot's going to town on his Stalkers there. You can see that he's obviously got a proxy pylon over there, warping in some more Stalkers. And that's fine for me. I'll warp in a couple more Stalkers as well. Obviously getting my natural down as well, or my expansion's hit down now, and obviously going to try and get some probes out as well, just to keep my economy going whilst this happens. And you can see there, I won that battle straight out there. Get rid of his pylon. I've got quite a nice unit here. So in theory, if I wanted to attack him, I quite could have attacked him now. You can see he has nothing, and he has the 1 Zealot. But based upon that, I thought he'd have had something still left in the tank. So as you can tell, obviously with only 11 minutes gone in the game, I decided to keep it how it was, and try and build up a tech heavy army. Obviously going for the +1